What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy DNA Dre. Yeah. For sure. We back with another video. How y'all feeling? Peep the pamphlet. Anyway, we got another reaction. Of course, y'all already know what it is. Inside the Navy's indoor ocean. Bruh, I'm telling you, bruh. Look at that water. Look at the water. Yo, no cap, though. Now y'all can look at the water. Anyway, the Navy has a damn ocean, indoor ocean, where they can control the water, I guess. Look, indoor is the Navy runs shit. So like that's what I'm thinking. Look. Damn. Like, let's see what we got going, man.
I'm here at the Navy's indoor ocean at Carter Rock.
Yo! Bruh, look at that.
Here at the Navy's
It look like he outside right now, don't it? Don't it look like he outside? This man is outside.
At Carter Rock. This is
Wait, is he? Huh?
wave pool
Inside. Come on, man.
Make all kinds of different waves so they can test, scale ships, and make them better before they actually go out on the open ocean.
Tough.
I came
That's
in and
tough.
I took some pictures.
Yo, that
I
water.
walked in here,
Said.
and it's insane.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they say
tough.
indoor ocean, but like it's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. If I fall, somebody better get me. Because if not, I'm going to the bottom like a rock. Because I can't swim. I don't want to die drowning. I don't want to die getting burnt. I don't know. I don't want to die. I mean, it's gonna happen. I ain't scared. But anyway.
Water even looks ocean colored. You know, it doesn't look like a swimming pool.
No.
It just looks like an ocean.
Yeah.
It looks like a test facility. It is huge.
It look like outside, mother.
60 feet long.
Yo, look at the middle.
240 feet long in that dimension. It's 20 feet deep.
Bruh, imagine having a party. I know they be nah, they don't do that out there, man. Them waves will make you. Boy, you get all over the. Come on, man.
Football field out there. The dome above us was the largest freestanding dome for a while.
Largest freestanding dome in the world.
Yep.
What?
In this pool,
Can I have that camera?
waves of all shapes and sizes, using huge
Yo.
paddles that line two walls of the
Wow.
pool.
We have 216 individual wave makers. We can make waves from negative
I'll be
45
seasick.
degrees up to 135 degrees, which is kind of coming right back at it.
We are now behind the big paddles that make the waves.
No.
These 216 paddles are programmed to move.
Y'all is nice with it, and the water is literally on the outside.
So they can produce reproducible, perfect size, perfect
A
frequency.
little bit of water come through now and then, but hey.
The entire pool.
You can see these air bellows that are what's making the angular motion. That vertical piece is the force transducer. The other force transducer is right up on the top.
There are
Bruh,
lots
just imagine working for them, man. Just imagine. Oh my God, bro. All that, man, look at that. All the way down. And you gotta touch every single one of them.
of wave
Well, they
pools
probably
in
do
the world.
teammate
What
type
makes
shit, you know what I
this
mean? But
different is control. You can create waves of a specific amplitude and frequency and do so repeatedly.
Should we try a 1 hertz?
Yeah. Do me a favor and dial up 1 hertz.
Amplitude will be 0.078 at 1 hertz.
Hey, go ahead and send it from 0, please. And so this is the largest wave we can make at 1 hertz. That's based on the motion and power requirement for the wave.
Okay.
There's something a bit like surreal about watching this because it almost looks like an ocean.
Yeah.
Except you never see waves this regular out
Yep.
there.
Correct.
One of the fundamental characteristics of a wave is its wavelength, the distance from one crest to the next. The first thing most people learn about waves is they transmit energy rather than material from one place to another.
Energy.
In this case, as the wave travels to the right, the water molecules themselves basically move along circular paths. And the deeper the water, the smaller this motion. All motion stops at a depth equal to half the wavelength.
Cool.
This is known as the wave base.
I'm hearing you, but I don't
in a
understand.
Water wave, the molecules do drift a bit in the direction of wave motion. And this is because the molecules travel faster the higher up they are. So they move farther at the top of their loop than they move backwards at the bottom, creating a spiral path. This
Yo.
place is perfect for observing properties of different waves. I asked Miguel to show me some waves with different frequencies but the same amplitude.
So what I'll have them do now is I'll have them stop this wave and this change the frequency. Because we're at 0.6, we'll go to 0.5, so it'll be a 2-second wave.
Here I'm split screening waves with frequencies of 0.67, 0.5, and 0.33 hertz, all with the same amplitude. So, two things to notice. Even though they all have the same amplitude, The ones with higher frequency look like they have a greater amplitude because the slope of the waves is steep.
Bruh, I want to
And
go in there.
second, the frequency of a wave affects its speed. High frequency waves travel slower than low frequency waves. In fact, as long as the water is deeper than the wave base, wave speed is inversely proportional to its frequency. They have a really cool demo that takes advantage of the different speeds of different frequency waves. You can see it starting here. They send out
Can I
high
go?
frequency waves first, followed by lower and lower.
I had to get a
frequency
screenshot of my
waves. And
what you call it?
because the high
Relax.
frequency waves travel slower, the lower frequency
Hey,
waves
phone off.
gradually catch up.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's great. Whoa!
And they've timed it so that all the waves meet up at exactly the same time and place in the pool, and this causes the wave to break.
Dang,
Ocean engineers can do
yo,
this again and again in exactly the same way, thanks to precise control over the waves. This demo also nicely illustrates the principle of superposition, that when waves meet, they add together. The height of the water is equal to the sum of the heights of the individual waves meeting.
Yeah, that's
You can
hard.
see how much bigger the amplitude is.
I see,
Some
yeah.
individual waves weren't that big, but when you add them all together, you can make this big breaking wave. They can also take advantage of the superposition principle to create standing waves.
Standing
Coming up
waves.
next are two regular waves coming at each other, what we call the quilt wave. So we're going to have a wave coming this way and a wave going this way.
A
and
quilt
it's gonna create
wave.
Standing waves. So there's two regular waves coming out, and if you look at the waves,
Bro, can I get, yo, do y'all be swimming in there? I want to know. I'm gonna put it in the
At
comments.
some places in the
I'll be
pool,
swimming.
the waves always cancel out to 0 amplitude, and at other places, the waves add up for maximum amplitude.
Okay.
They can even send
I hear you,
waves
but I don't
from
understand.
all directions, so they form circular wave fronts. And then all the wave energy is channeled into one spot they call the bullseye.
And so now we're going to run the bullseye wave, which is
The
essentially
bullseye
but
wave.
instead of having a line of waves, we're having it all coalesce at one individual point. So you can start seeing the waves are coming from the long bank here. And you can see they're making a spherical wave.
I'm scared, bro.
And you
I
have
can't
another
swim.
Spherical wave coming from the short bank.
Y'all way up in the sky and
this is
stuff.
breaking due to the coalescing waves and
These
the
boys
wave
way up there,
height
man.
being more than 1/7 of the wavelength.
Yo, look at that.
We tried throwing some toys into the wave to see what would happen to them.
Some toys.
Would they get pushed into the breaking wave?
Look at it. He's floating in it. Man. How y'all gonna get that joint out? Oh, I forgot. It's y'all. Y'all got it.
Pretty quickly is pushed into
Y'all gonna wait till it hit to the wall and grab it.
How's the ducky doing?
Y'all need some RC boats out there and do some speed jumps off of them waves, man.
Funnel them right into that breaking wave. Ooh, it's there.
Getting up.
Oh!
No.
Oh!
Damn.
Swamped it.
That's amazing.
That was right where we wanted it.
Now, the real purpose of this facility is not to play with toys or make perfect, unnatural waves. It is to replicate on a small scale the types of waves Navy ships will encounter in the oceans of the world. Research engineers place ships modeled after billion-dollar vessels in the water to see how different designs actually behave in
Oh,
real-world
see?
conditions.
They got them joints in there.
Coming from
Oh, of course they have it. That's the Navy.
5-inch
They got all types of shit.
wave height, which
Look at
if we
that.
scale it up for this model would be 20-foot waves. When we're doing a free running model like this, we usually run like a racetrack, like a big circle,
Good.
or a figure-8 track.
Is it
we have
fast?
Headings that we're running in, so that we can correlate that to the full-scale vessel.
Bro, look at that.
For the
Look at the water, bro. Where y'all at?
of the real world, a lot of things must be taken into account.
Is the water fresh?
Fresh water.
Okay, not
Yep.
salty.
Nope, fresh water. So when you're in salty water, you're going to have a lot more buoyancy. So when we're ballasting our models, we have to make sure that they take into account that buoyancy difference. So when we go full scale, you're the same conditions.
For fluid mechanics, I always expect that you have to keep the Reynolds number the same as in the real-world phenomena. But actually, to get the right wave dynamics, you have to use a different scaling, which is based on the Froude number. So the Froude number is a measure of
The
ratio
food
of
number?
inertial to gravitational.
You said the food number? Oh,
So
shit.
The Froude number is a measure of the ratio of inertial to gravitational forces.
I already said the food number.
It's equal to the flow velocity divided by the square root of the acceleration due to gravity times the characteristic length, like the length of the ship. In this case, the model ship's hull is 46 times smaller than the real thing, which means to get accurate data, it should be traveling at 1 over the square root of 46 times its real-world speed.
But look at that
And
boat,
to make
little
the
baby
footage from
boat,
the
man. I
model
want one.
look the same as that from the full-size ship, you have to slow it down by a factor of the square root of 46. So roughly.
Okay,
60
I hear you, but I
times.
don't understand. I
I'm
gotta.
amazed
Bro, I
at
wasn't
just
too good
how
with
well
school, man.
these shots
I
match. But of course, that's the idea.
feel like my lips
Scale
have some.
model
Need some
waves
chat
so the
stick.
physics are identical to a real ship out on the open ocean. Naturally, I asked if I could go swimming in the pool, but they said very kindly, no way. The closest I could get would be on a little dinghy.
Dang. Yeah, do they what? He said little thingy. I'm dead.
It's pretty smooth, smooth sailing out here right now.
Yep. No waves while we're out here.
So, I'm assuming no one's ever been out here in waves?
Nope. That's one of the no-nos they don't want us to do. I guess it's a risk thing, so.
This place seems like I don't know, like a massive playground, kind of.
It kind of is for engineers like us, where we kind of dork out on the science and what we're doing here. It's a
That's
huge
wild,
volume.
bro. I tell you, man. I wanna.
I never understood how deep 20 feet was until they emptied it to put in the new wave makers. It's a large volume just taken up by this water. So as we come by, these are our sensors right here. We have a big array here. These are ultrasonic sensors, and that's how we measure wave height and period and direction in the basin. So we want to measure that to make sure that what we test in is what we think we have.
In this pool, they can create all sorts of different wave conditions you might encounter in different parts of the world. Most ocean waves are created by wind. And
Man,
the
what?
strongest winds occur in and around storms.
But look at this
Five
CGI,
factors
man.
affect the size and shape of waves created. These are the wind speed, the wind duration, the distance over which the wind is acting, which is known as the fetch, the width of the fetch, and the depth of the water. As waves travel out from a storm, the higher frequency waves dissipate their energy more quickly. So the waves that travel a long way are the fast-moving, low-frequency waves, which are called swell.
When those waves end up becoming like hundreds of miles away, like if you have it in the Pacific, eventually you'll get long period swell from them. So you're no longer near the storm, but it created enough energy to make long waves, and that's where you get your open ocean swell.
Tell me if this is a good analogy. I feel like with sound, a lot of the high frequencies will
Trying to do something, bro.
fly off quickly away from a source,
Yep.
but the low frequencies will travel much further.
Correct.
So is it the same thing with the waves? It's like you're walking away from a concert and you can still hear like the bass, but you can't see any of the high
That's
frequencies.
a great analogy. Yep.
What's the deal with rogue waves?
People like to think it's a rogue wave where it just came out of nowhere and just came up. No, it's usually multiple waves that are meeting up and creating an amplitude that's much larger than what the self-standing wave would be. So when it meets, it's going to break because you have this large wave creating this huge amplitude that it just can't hold it and it breaks.
On a calm day, when you see waves crashing at the beach around 10 seconds apart, that is swell. But because of its long wavelength, swell isn't really a concern for ships out in the open ocean.
You know, if you're in a long period swell, your ship's probably just going to heave a little bit. You're more worried about the steep waves and the windy waves that are really moving you around.
Wind waves are formed in 3 steps. First, as wind blows across the surface of perfectly still water, the turbulent motion of the air creates regions of slightly higher and
Alright, I'm
slightly
here, man.
lower
Sorry.
pressure. And this makes tiny ripples.
Making my
with
thumbnail,
wavelengths
man.
around
Stop.
a centimeter. But now the wind can act on these ripples, creating larger
Ripples.
pressure differences between the
I got another
fronts
video
and the
uploading,
top
man.
of the wave crest, pulling them up into bigger waves. And the interaction of the wind with these waves then creates even larger pressure differences and even larger waves. The waves are mostly uniform at this point, but as they interact with each other, they create a range of different wavelength waves. And as the wind keeps blowing, these waves begin breaking, transferring their kinetic energy into swirling.
I can't swim, so the wave gonna break me.
Energy as heat. Once the energy dissipation matches the energy input from the wind, the waves have reached their maximum size, and this is known as a fully developed sea.
So this is going to be an irregular wave.
This is irregular?
Irregular wave.
Irregular.
With the regular waves, where one frequency.
Jones
one
look tough.
amplitude.
Shit.
This is what we call a spectra or multiple frequencies and multiple amplitudes. You can see there's like higher frequency waves that kind of travel slower than the low frequency waves. Those low frequency waves will travel fast and overcome them, and that's what's making them look peaky or kind of dulling it out.
What
Bro, I want to go in there so
surprised me
bad.
is
That
that
joint look
different
cool.
oceans of
Like,
the
yo,
world have
I got that
different
4K camera. Y'all gonna
ranges
see
of
everything.
frequency or different spectra, depending on their geography and the types of storms that occur there. For example, the North Sea and other small bodies of water have a peakier spectrum, and this is due to the limited fetch of storms that occur there. In the mid-Atlantic, a broader spectrum best describes the developing or decaying open ocean waves that
Oh, my
you
stomach.
find there. And
Talk about
in the
some-
North Atlantic, wind across an open ocean produces the broadest spectrum of wind waves. So when testing, engineers first have to figure out where the ship will be deployed and which spectra best match these locations
Which
before
spectra?
creating them in the pool.
For most people, I think an ocean is an ocean. But you're
Ocean
saying
is an
that
ocean.
There's sort of like different
Look at
conditions
that
depending on where you are.
road.
The destroyer when I was in command.
That camera. Let me get
We
it.
did an operation off the coast of South Korea in the spring. Very rough sea keeping conditions. But then, like when you're crossing the Pacific, a lot of that is a lot calmer. So again, from there to the coast of South Korea to the Arabian Gulf, all those very different conditions.
Were there
Sorry.
any conditions that were particularly rough for you?
So my bed was actually in the middle of a room, and the seas were so bad, and this is either South or East China Sea, the seas were so bad that one night I woke up in the middle of the night and my whole mattress with me on it was sliding off of my bed frame.
No.
And that's a pretty significantly sized mattress, so you can imagine the seas we were in that night.
Much bigger than this would terrify me. I know it probably looks benign, but like much bigger than this, I think that model will take a lot of water.
Why
Damn.
do you care about how much water goes on the deck?
So on the back of this DDG is a helicopter.
DDG.
They don't want any water on the deck when a helicopter's about to land. That's a big problem. That's one of the tests that we do here is we'll put cameras to look at the deck and understand how much water washes on.
Since I knew they wouldn't want to risk their fancy model in rough conditions,
Oh!
I brought along a little remote-controlled boat to test.
That little bitch rolling in a speed jump.
I
Yo,
would
that's
be happy
tough.
on that boat.
Yeah. Me
A lot of
neither.
people would be getting seasick.
Yeah, mate. Yo, look at that bit. Oh!
Oh no!
Is it gone?
It's gone!
No, it's right there. It came
Oh
up. It's upside down.
Damn.
It was
How could y'all
totally
flip it?
gone.
It was in the air, then it went under.
Now, not all the models tested here can be remote controlled.
Yo, that water look
On the
crazy.
carriage is where we're gonna do captive model tests, where you could tether. put
Imagine
the
dropping your phone.
instrumentation onto a model that can't hold it itself. So usually the model will go in this moon bay right here.
The models are hooked up here, and then the whole lab speeds over the waves, towing the model underneath.
Bro, I've been so scared. Yo, y'all smart, bro. Look
People
at
have been
that.
making ships for thousands
It's,
of years.
bro.
Is there actually any innovation today?
Most definitely. So sometimes, people say that's the way.
That's
we've always done it.
crazy.
And then when you look into it, there's some validity to some harebrained ideas. And when we test them, that's why, you cut your costs of doing a model test versus building the full thing and saying, oh, that didn't work. Every ship that's in the Navy's fleet has gone through here, has gone through either our purview or has been tested peripherally with us. But all of the Navy-owned ships have been tested in this facility. And there is a ship out there with a tumble home design where if you look at this ship behind you,
Where's the food
it
at in
flares
there?
out. So this flare is usually
Bro, where's the food at, man? It's like, y'all be eating and they don't like no type food. It's just water. Y'all like, y'all in the ocean.
when you start rolling, it gives you a reaction force.
And they're working like, I said, I know y'all can charge y'all phones in there. Look, it's like y'all actually in that factory. Where the hell is that at?
And if you have a ship shaped in that
Look
direction,
at that.
it doesn't have as much of a restoring force when you roll.
But what is the idea with making a ship like that?
There's a lot of different reasons why you want to change a hull design. Some of it is the above water signatures. It's all about the shape and radar sections. And
Bro, how did that
goes
big
into that. You always
motherfucking
wanna be
boat
stealthy.
move?
You always want to be faster. You always want to have more power. And that's
Yeah,
where
boat.
the innovations come.
So most of the sailors aren't aware of the work that's going on in the background to support what they
I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, honestly,
When I was
like,
in the fleet,
bruh.
and I've been in the Navy 27
I do, but
years, I never had any idea, certainly not the magnitude of what they do. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's impacted every ship and submarine in the fleet.
Hey, if you don't have a huge wave pool in your house to test out wave physics, I suggest you check out Brilliant, the sponsor of this video. Brilliant is the best learning tool I know.
Hey man, I don't want no ad. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I just want to see the ocean shit.
Already, so coming up is really advanced. And if you sign up
That's it,
right
man.
now, Brilliant are offering 20% off.
Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, ring that bell, man.
200 people to sign up.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That shit look nice. I wanna come. So I'm on my way right now.